Orky take you no good, hawk-ass bastards! Straight to oblivion! What are you staring at? Never seen a Nord hurl curses at a bunch of wretched bastards? Yeah, well, they're long gone. Across the water. And my Nelfthea with them. She should have just run off with me. We'd have scraped by without more of their dirty money. Don't know why she's so loyal. After all they've made us do. The Frostbite Raiders. Bastards! Everyone! Except Nelfthea. We've had enough of the bloodshed. She promised to come with me once she's gotten her share from our last raid. But I hear fighting on the frozen coast. She's in trouble. I know it. You can take that boat to the Frostbite's hideaway on the frozen coast. It's a ramshackle dump. Shacks and tents on shifting ice floes. There's no telling when Nelfthea will be. You'll have to search. Don't spare any raiders who get in your way. Damned Frostbite found out I was planning to leave them. So they decided to beat me senseless and toss me out to sea on that boat, with nothing but the clothes on my back. I don't know if I'm glad they didn't suspect Nelfthea too or not. At least we'd be together, away from whatever mayhem is unfolding in that raider camp. I'd suffer dozens more lumps if it meant we could lean on each other and limp our way to a better life. She's pretty, fair-haired and fierce, but she's got kind eyes when you know her. She wears a protective charm, passed down from her grandmother around her neck. Old Nord magic. Nothing else like it among the raiders. The name says it all. It's a treacherous landing, where the shallows and shore stay frozen year-round. We only use it as a place to gather between raids. Careful on the ice. It's not firm enough to trust, and those waters are deadly cold.
Kind's mercy. I'm so cold. You're not one of those giants. Run, before you wind up like me. Margreta sent you, didn't she? Coward picked the perfect time to turn her backs on us. Not Naftea, though. She stuck by us when we needed her. A frostbite raider to the end. I don't know for certain. She was holding her own against those half-giant bastards. But the last thing I saw before they wrecked my lookout was a God's honest giant smash her clear off the docks. If that did her in, she's in Sovngarde for sure. Northeast, where these monsters landed. You're a fool to go looking, but I hope you find Naftea alive. If not, I'll tell her you tried when I reach the Hall of Valor.
Where is she? Where's my Nelthea? No. Nell. Why'd you choose them? What did they ever do to deserve you? Thank you for bringing me this. For letting me know. It's worth what little the frostbite left me. Do you know what happened to my Nell? Did those rotten frostbite bastards turn on her too? Giants? My Nell? She was always last to draw steel on a raid. Why would she do something as suicidal as fight giants? Never a soul she didn't care about, even on a raid. When the rest of the Frostbite were making off with everything they could carry, she'd leave what she could behind for those we'd robbed. This isn't how she was meant to live, let alone die. She liked horses. Not that she'd ever ridden one. She was going to work a stable, learn the trade. I hadn't figured out what more I wanted than to be with her. Now I don't even have that. Nelthea was too good for this. Too good for me.
Those tremors and shakes, I heard it was a vampire ritual of some sort in the northern caverns.
You again? What, you fancy me or something? Realize dead? Ismir's gods! He was a good worker, even if he was a lizard. I thought he'd catch a break prospecting, pay off some bad debts of his. Poor luck for him. I'll take the lizard samples and pay you for your trouble. Good enough. You can figure the Rila didn't die for nothing. This batch of samples looks promising. Here's your money. Hopefully you don't find any more of my miners. Walk off, pal. No time for useless chatter.
I did what she hired me to do. No sense in feeling guilty for not doing more. If you're headed up that way, watch out for the crazy high elf lady. She's shrill enough to make even the nastiest critters down here tuck tail and run. Her name's Talene. She hired me to find her husband, so I did. Now the old Horker's going on about having one last adventure. He wants to go after some creatures in the mine. Talene asked me to join him, but I'm not trying to die down here. Don't know. Go find him if you're so curious. His name is Vigol. Says they used to call him the hero of the Hafingar back in his glory days. Got to admire his spirit. But you ask me, I think it's time for him to find a new line of work.
Get yourself killed, you old fool! See if I care! That man infuriates me so much I could incinerate him with a fire summoning, then dump his ashes into a resurrection pot just so I could do it again. I married the damn fool, so I suppose I have no one to blame but myself. You heard right. Vigol reached 73 years old last month, but still thinks he can adventure like he's 20. He heard rumors about strange beasts picking off miners down here, so he and Pickle set out to kill a few for old time's sake. Vigol's dog and favorite adventuring companion. I trust him to keep Vigol safe most days, but he's getting up in age too. Pah, I should have never married a Nord. Always with the heroics. Would you help him? I'll pay you what I can. Thank you. Vigol may be an old fool, but he's my old fool. And gods damn it, I don't know what I'd do without him. You'll find him in the mine. He can't have gone far. I was giving him an earful just a few minutes ago. Besides being a courageous idiot, he's the greatest man I've ever known. He's proud, whip-smart, and surprisingly fit for his age. But he ignores his own limitations far too often. Now that he's getting older, I worry for his health. It's been abandoned for years. The locals call it Lightless Hollow. Some say it's haunted. Rumors started popping up about awful pale creatures lurking inside. There were attempts to reopen it, but the miners who tried never came back out.
What is it, Pickle? You smell something, boy? Lightless Hollow is a dangerous place to wander, friend. I've heard rumors of bloodthirsty creatures roaming these tunnels. I fear they might be the ones responsible for a group of missing miners. If you value your life, I advise you to turn back. Yes, and that's putting it kindly if the rumors are true. I've heard them called a number of different things. Bogles, clattercoats, snow ghosts. Pale, hunched things with noses like bats and pointed ears. I plan on killing any I see. You ran into Talene, did you? A good woman. The older I get, the more she worries. I'll admit I'm not as young as I used to be. But can I not have this one last adventure? I've made my decision. Come along if you like, but don't try to stop me. Lovely. Pickle and I are glad to have you, right, boy? I think he's found an odor of interest. He's quite the tracker, you know. Follow that scent, Pickle. Lead on, and we shall endeavor to keep pace. Got something, Pickle? Ah, lead on. What is it, Pickle? Good boy. One of the miners. Poor bastard. Sorry we were too late. How strange. A blade made of chitin. How odd. I've never seen anything quite like it. The craftsmanship is unusual, too. Aside from the fact that no one uses them, at least no one that I've ever heard of. Harvesting chitin tough enough to use as a weapon is much more complicated than simple forging. It's not easy work, which is why you don't see them around too often. It's possible these Bogles are intelligent enough to do something other than steal livestock and haunt nightmares. But one blade is hardly enough to go on. This looks like where the miners set up camp. See if you can find anything else of interest. Pickle seems to be onto something. You search the camp while I see what he's onto. A bit of machinery. Looks to be a mystery demon. Did you find something? Must have been terrible. I can't imagine being stuck down here, afraid that something is lying in wait in the darkness. Was there anything else? Perhaps they still live. Maybe we're not too late after all. That gives us something to go on, at least. Looks like Pickle's got the scent again. Let's follow him. Wait for us, boy! Well, look at that. I suppose we found our dwarven ruins. This chasm is no obstacle. I'll simply use this. Sorry. I got ahead of myself. Not to worry. Pickle will help you find another way round.
You're not one of those things. I didn't think I'd see another living person down here. I was. We were down here to reopen this place after it got abandoned, but we got attacked by these horrible monsters. They overran our camp, dragged the others off. I managed to get away, but God, it was awful. They were pale and sickly looking, hunched over like old hags with sharp teeth. Had this weird armor, too. They killed Trilva. He was my friend. They're going to kill the others, too. I just know it. Stop them, please, I beg you. I'm getting out of here. Please, find the others. Save them.
You made it! Not that I had any doubt. Pickle's sense of direction is unparalleled. Couldn't ask for a finer adventuring companion. Did you have any trouble along the way? Then we must mount a rescue! How thrilling! I couldn't have asked for a better send-off. I'll scout an escape route for us to ensure that we have a way out. You track down the miners. We'll meet up and make our dashing getaway. Excellent! Keep Pickle with you. He's likely to come in handy. Oh, this is shaping up to be a fine last adventure. We're not finished yet, I know, but I'm already in your debt. You've helped grant an old man's last foolhardy wish. Let's finish this!
Kain, please get us out of here. We had to watch as those hideous creatures killed our friends. I can still hear the screams. I just want to go home. How did you even find us down here? Oh, that must have been Skeg. Thank the gods he's still alive. Those monsters are everywhere. How are we going to get out? Lead on. We'll do our best to keep up.
Quickly, up here! Excellent work, my friend. And Pickle, of course. Come, we must not waste time. I found another way out of here. The passage beyond this door is the most direct route back to the camp. Though, there is one small problem. Unfortunately, once I passed through it, a switch was set off, and it locked behind me. I've a bit of experience with dwarven mechanisms, actually. There's a trick to releasing them from the ledge above the door. My grappling device should get me up there. And remind me to tell you how I discovered it sometime. Oh, it's a fine story. When I give the word, you throw the door lever, while I tug on the counterweight. The door should open with no trouble. I'll need to keep a solid grip on the counterweight to keep it from closing on you. You let me worry about that, friend. Just get everyone else out safely. Now, if you're ready, let's get a move on. The culmination of my final adventure awaits. Okay, shouldn't be but a moment. Just need to find the proper... There it is. Bit more. There. Wait. Something's coming. Go. Get to safety. I'll draw them away.
But wait. Where is my husband? Where's Vigol? What's become of my husband? He what? How could you let him do that? How could you leave him behind? He could have... Oh, Vigol, my love. No, please no. I can't bear this world without you by my side. Why did he have to go and do such a thing? I suppose you're right. He truly was a great hero. Perhaps it was a fitting end for him. Thank you for going into that dark place at his side. It comforts me to know that he wasn't alone down there.
Don't plan the funeral just yet, love.
Vigol, is it really you?
Who else? Ah, what a finale that was. Sorry if I gave you a bit of a scare. That was closer than I'm proud to admit. But it all worked out, didn't it? This has been a memorable conclusion to a long and storied career. Thank you for your fellowship. And your indulgence. Escape? Bah! I drove them off, killed as many as I could. But I had to run when I got the opportunity. It's not exactly a comfort to know the myths of pale beasts that steal babes and slaughter livestock are real. But it felt good to gut some. Not sure I really want to know. Anyway, thanks for looking after Pickle. The way he's looking at you, oh, I don't know that he's ever looked at me that fondly. I think you've made a friend for life. And you've certainly found one in me as well. I used my wits, my faithful dog, and my grappling hook to rescue those who needed rescuing, and made it back in one piece. Best of all, I made a new friend. It was everything I hoped for and more. Here, take this as a token of my appreciation. Now, I take on the most challenging adventure of all. Marriage. Full time. I got damn lucky with Talene. She's better to me than I deserve. I'm going to spend the rest of my life making it up to her. My friend, I will always be the king of my castle. But from now on, I think I'll let Talene make all the decisions. I'm happy just to be with her. Wherever she takes me, I'll gladly go.
Thank you for assisting my fool husband. I hope he's ready for warmer weather, because I plan to drag his sorry ass to Somerset and keep him there permanently. Yes, it's relaxing. Somewhere we could build a home. I'd show him the beaches, warm waters, and... He'd be so bored there. Maybe we'll travel instead. See all of Tamriel while he's still healthy. It will be an adventure for him, but a safe one. Thanks again for bringing him home.
If you're going to tell me someone else is dead, you better make it worth my time. The cat? Where is she? Oh, I can see in your eyes. She's gone. This note say anything? Knew I couldn't trust her. Job gets hard, then she runs out. Yeah, just like her to leave the dishes to me, damn cat. Fine, I'll take the samples and pay you for the news. Here's your pay, now get out of here. I got work to do. These samples need to be tested, and there's some damn dishes to wash. Fuck off, pal. No time for useless chatter.
Those tremors and shakes, I heard it was a vampire ritual of some sort in the northern caverns.
Constantly interrupt me when I'm working. Snap it out. Imagine that. Gambors is dead, huh? Well, that's unfortunate. I don't suppose you found some ore samples he was supposed to collect, did you? That's all. I knew he was a sneak. Thought he could spy here without me catching on. And I know you think I killed Garbos, but you've got no proof. Give me the ore and take the money. It's over. Nobody's going to find anything. Whatever Garbos thought he found, I'm running everything clean. His letter is worthless. I've washed the dishes thanks to you. It's over. Nobody wins. Lessons learned for both of us, that's all. Fuck off, pal. No time for useless chatter. Well, aren't you all upset? But then you didn't argue about getting paid. I'm sure the consortium would find that interesting. Seems like you're in this as deep as me. Partner.